Welcome back. This is 365 Sports, and as you know, Paul Catalina's Top 5 wraps up the show every single day that I am here, and we are continuing our perfect college football team, brought to you by Texas Beef House. Use promo code 365 Sports for 10% off of your order. Today, tight end and wide receivers. We have 4 wide receivers and a tight end. I know that for an old school guy like me who likes running the ball, you're surprised that I went to the spread. Well, I'm just dealing with the reality of the situation that I'm dealt with. I'm not trying to live in the past. Otherwise, maybe one day I'll build a perfect wishbone team again, or power I, and we can go back to that. But we get into the skill positions. My tight end, not Colson Loveland from Michigan, who's very good. Certainly considered on the list, but Brant Kuithe at Utah. Brant Kuithe would probably already be in the NFL had he not missed all of last year with an injury. Remember, he took over for Dalton Kincaid, who is amazing, and they didn't miss a beat with Brant Kuithe in that lineup. And he and Cam Rising have a special connection. They're both coming back with a vengeance to, prove to the world that they've still got it. This is going to be Utah's touchdown machine this year. Great blocker, great down-the-field blocker, great inline blocker, all those things you say. Plus, he's got fantastic hands, super athletic, great route runner, everything you want in a tight end. I love Brant Kuithe at Utah, one of the best players in the country. The wide receiver position, let's start with the best one here. This is your all-around superstar wide receiver in Luther Burden. I think he'll be the 4th pick in the draft this year. That's about the wide receiver spot, depending on quarterbacks this year. But Luther Burden, he can do everything. They can put him back and return kicks. They probably won't have to do that this year. But he is going to have, I would say, probably 12 targets a game, if not 8 to 10 catches in most of the games that Missouri is successful. He is huge. He's huge for them. He's not huge in general. This is a guy who's barely under 6 foot and just a speed demon, but really also compact and strong, big arms, big legs, and can run after the catch. Our next wide receiver on the list, Concepcion at North Carolina State. And you may not have heard of him as much, but you need to watch because he is going to be fun, and he's got Grayson McCall right now. This is a big play threat, a guy who's really good in the red zone, and he's also really good at getting you a first down. He's going to be a big reason that NC State will probably hang in the ACC race all year long. It would not shock me to see them in the title game. I'm telling you right now, if NC State is in the title game against whoever else, it would not shock me to see them be this year's Louisville with the addition of Grayson McCall. That is a really, really well-coached team, and they've got a lot of talent, particularly this guy right here. Next up at wide receiver, Tetairoa McMillan from Arizona. This is the Terminator right here. He's built in a lab to destroy you. Like, that's what he's there for. Tall, fast, big hands, catch radius, all those buzzwords you hear. Tet McMillan got them all. Absolutely has them all. And I can't wait to see him in the Big 12 this year. He's a touchdown machine. He's a first down machine. He's a big play machine. Everything you want in a wide receiver lives in Tet McMillan. And finally, my last one. Not a guy who's on any All-American teams. And he's a transfer, obviously, from Alabama, and he's at Texas now. But Isaiah Bond is Mr. Big Play. You need that huge play. Remember, in Alabama last year, at Auburn, he's the reason. Isaiah Bond and Jalen Milroe are the reason that they were even up for discussion for the national championship game. The CFP. Because of that, Isaiah Bond making that huge catch against Auburn as time expired on a 4th and 500, they're not in there. And if you watched Alabama last year, this is a big, big, big play guy who has not even really hit his stride yet. Quinn Ewers is going to love having him, and every team needs an Isaiah Bond type if you're going to really be a contender, where when all is lost and you are needing a big play, you know that he's up for it. He has got it, and Isaiah Bond, or as Brad Nessler only calls him, Isaiah Bond! Like, that's what he says every time. Sorry about the yelling, but Isaiah Bond at Texas. That's going to wrap it up. Monday, we're going to do quarterback, running back, fullback. Yeah, I'm doing it. And an all-purpose player, and I bet you can't guess who that's going to be. That's going to do it for this top 5, and it's going to do it for this week of 365 Sports. Thanks to everybody who was a part of the show all week long. We hope you enjoy week 0. For Craig, for Smokey, for Garrett, for everybody, goodbye, good night, and go freaking Knowles. This is 365 Sports.